Boomer Sooner, everybody. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. It's about that time, boys and girls, to start the SEC chants in Norman. The SEC party, to where everything will be fun in Norman. Feinbaum, Darinoka will be back in town. Those guys from the SEC network. You know what that means. The SEC is humming. Speaking of which, the first SEC roadie for the Oklahoma Sooners will be played at Jordan Air Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. That is the next preview coming up shortly. Only right here, 1982 Boomer Sooner. You know what to do. Do not go away. And we are, everybody, Boomer Sooner. Thanks for watching. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Now, let's preview the Auburn Tigers. The Auburn Tigers play their games at Jordan Air Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Coming off of a 6-7 overall year, the last year in the divisions marked a 3-5 mark in the western side of the SEC for Auburn. Now, the win-loss bowl game scenario, they did lose the bowl game to Maryland in the Music City Bowl, 31-13, the loss there. Now, the other 7 losses are 3-5 in league play. Circle that and mark that down. The 3-5 in SEC play do include 2 losses to Georgia and Alabama, both SEC prominent teams, SEC divisional winners, and in Alabama, of course, as we all know, a college football playoff participant. And a rivalry game, and Auburn had them on the ropes till the end in that one. But enough about last year. Their coach, let's talk about this year's Auburn team. Their coach, Hugh Freeze, 4th year with Auburn, graduated from Southern Miss and the Golden Eagles, did that way back in 1992. Spent some time at NAIA and FBS universities. The NAIA realm was at Lamberth with the Eagles in the Mid-South Conference in the NAIA. No divisions. Did that in 2008 and 2009. Before coming to FBS as an assistant, then was promoted from FBS assistant to an FBS D1 coach with the Arkansas State Red Wolves in the Sun Belt Conference. 2011 was the year he was down there. They did have divisions back in 2011 in Sun Belt League. He then got invited to not only FBS, but an FBS Power 5 team conference in the Ole Miss Rebels in the SEC Western Division. Was there from 2012 to 2016. He then took a hiatus, was brought back on as a head coach in 2019 from 2019 to 2022, he's with Liberty University in the Independent League. And this just in 2023 was brought back in, so 2 years, second year with the new conference in the Auburn and the SEC Western Division Conference in 2023, and then this year, 2023, and now in 2024, they're being brought up into a non-division league. Overall record for Hugh Freeze, 164 games with a record in FCS and NAIA and FBS. 164 games overall, including a 109 and 55 winning clip. That's a 66% winning clip. But in conference play, where it's more important, 48 overall games with a 33 and 15 overall record, 69% winning clip. In NAIA, they did go to the playoffs, has a 1-2 record in the playoffs in NAIA, 50%, and bowl games in FBS, 6 in 8 bowl attempts, 5 and 3 overall. So there is that. So now we go to the team itself. Passing leader returning for Auburn is Thorne. The thorn in our side could be Peyton Thorne. He was number 1 for Auburn. Passed for 1,755 yards last season, 16 touchdowns, 10 picks, and a career-long and a Auburn-long pass, 53 yards last season for Auburn. But, Peyton Thorne, to be a thorn in our side, really, you got to be able to do it a little rushing, too. Oh, they'll rush. They will run the ball, will Auburn. In fact, running the ball, a lot of it is all about number 27, Jaquez Hunter. 159 overall attempts on rushers last year to match 909 yards on the ground. 7 tugboats, including a long-distance run from 67 yards, playing in 12 games. While the aforementioned Peyton Thorne also does a handful of carries in his own right, one Peyton Thorne second leading rusher returning with 134 rushing attempts, 515 overall yards on the ground, 3 tugboats, including a long-distance run from 61 yards for him. Peyton Thorne, of course, played in 13 games last year for the Tigers of Auburn. But, Peyton's going to throw the ball too. Passed for almost 1,800 yards last year. Some of that will go to Keandre Lambert Smith. Lambert Smith had 53 53 catches last year, 673 yards through the air, 4 tugboats, including a career-long reception of 72 yards. Smith played in 13 games with the Penn State Nittany Lions. He'll be able to play this year as a wide receiver. But they do have a team, an Auburn team leader in catches, also coming back. Rivaldo Fairweather, 38 overall receptions last year, 394 yards through the air, 6 touchdowns, 53 a longest reception, played in 13 games last year for Auburn. By the way, he is a tight end on this team. So you go from offense, and you got to fit a little defense in there. They got some good linebackers. 9, Eugene Steiny, and 12, Darion Masasi, is a graduate from Duke. We'll start with Eugene Asante. 86 overall tackles last year, 0 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovered, 0 picks, linebacker, 13 games played for Auburn. And then the transfer from Duke, wearing number 12 for the Auburn Tigers this year, Dorian Masai. Masai, 61 tackles last year, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 1 pick, 10 games, and as a linebacker last year for the Dukes out of the ACC. Special teams are always special in Auburn, and no different this year. For punter and kicker, punter, we'll start there. 91 Oscar Champion, 62 overall punts last year, averaging 44.8 in average. 6 touchbacks, 22 balls landed inside the 20-yard line, and a long-distance punt from 71 yards. Champion played in 13 punts, punted in 13 games last year for Auburn. And the kicker, 13 games last year for 38, Alex McPherson. 13 on 13 on field goals. 100%. Including a long-distance kick from 53 yards. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You guys know the rest. You can follow this and all my other videos on YouTube, 1982 Boomer Sooner. Also Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or on the Twitter hosts. X, I should say, The Hype Man Harry. Also, I have a Patreon. You can find that through the Hype Man Harry Twitter box. Alright guys, you know what to do now. Pay attention to in the coming weeks. More previews coming in. Plus next week, we'll preview the game in Dallas. Oh yeah, the Texas Longhorns. It's time to preview UT. You can't get away from them, guys. Sorry to say. Alright guys, till then, you guys know me, I'm Harry James. Do all the following, all the Twitters, you know the thing. Till then, guys, I'm Harry James, I'm out of here. Peace. Boomer.